Hello friends, welcome to the channel Law and Government Job Exam Cluster. In this video, we are going to discuss the SSB interviews which has been scheduled and been notified and rolled out by the Indian Army for the post of Judge Advocate General, men and women. Before going further, I would request you to kindly subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon and like button. Also post your comment and queries in the comment section. The Indian Army for the post of Judge Advocate General, men and women has already notified and rolled out the schedule for the SSB's date, for which are comprised of 5 days. There are 5 service selection boards across India, and among which Selection Center East is in Allahabad, Selection Center Central is in Bhopal, Selection Center South is in Bangalore, and Selection Center North is in Kapurthala. Now, the next question is, what are the prerequisite formalities and what are the other things which you have to follow before proceeding for the SSB center? So first of all, I will be telling you what are the instructions which you have to follow. First, the documents which you have to take along with yourself are, I will be telling you what are the things and documents which you have to carry. The items which you have to take along with yourself is dark color trousers and light color shirt. For gents and ladies both 1 set. Ladies can take suits, saris permissible. Shoes 1 pair. Necktie 1, that is again optional, but it is better if you take it. Winter wear, because it is not winter, so it is not required. White shorts and t-shirts 1 to 2 sets for GTO test. Track suit 1 for gents and 2 for ladies. For winters only, in May they can wear the Indian dress, appropriate Indian dress. Sport shoes 1 set, socks, white socks 1 to 2 pairs. And writing material pen, blue, black, pencil, eraser, A4 sheet, white paper 10 numbers in adequate quantity. Passport size color photograph 20 in numbers and with the white background. Toilet items as required. And lock and key for your safety for the personal belonging. Cash and valuables, a maximum of rupees 1000 over and above what is required for travelling expenses, and apart from that any valuable is not allowed and is not, you should not carry that because it is upon the responsibility of the candidate. Documents would be original metric higher secondary or equivalent certificate along with 1 attested copy there in support of your age. In case you fail to bring these certificates in original, you will not be allowed to appear for the SSB interview and no reimbursements for your TA travelling allowance will be paid. Your original and provisional degree for the university institution and mark sheets of all the years, semesters along with a photocopy of each. Proof of identity with photographs such as voter ID, PAN card, driving license, passport or UPSC admit card. In case of NDA, they can bring those certificates in original and an attested copy, and they are required to bring certificate with photo ID issued by the principal as proof of identity. And for the final year students who have given their final results and the result is awaited, you have to get a certificate from your principal that the result of final year will be declared by month along with the year, and all these documents will be verified by the selection centers. For the final year students, you have to bring a certificate from the principal wherein it would be mentioned that the student is in final year of degree course and going to appear on the final examination during the month and year, failing which you will not be interviewed by the SSB. And in case if any of these certificates or your mark sheets are already submitted in the college or institution in original, then you have to get a bona fide certificate along with the certified true copies of those documents as per the specimen attached. Apart from that, if any NCC certificate is there, game certificate, sports certificates or any extracurricular activity certificate is there, please bring them with 1 copy original along with 1 attested copy. Now, in case because this is the SSB interview, we are talking about Judge Advocate General, Army for men and women. Now the qualification required was 55% in the law degree. So what you have to take it along with yourself as in proof of educational which are required is First, your age should not be more than 21 to 27 years of age, and your graduation with LLB or LLM with 55% marks, and you should be registered with the Bar Council of India or state. So you have to bring all the original documents related to your LLB, mark sheets, degrees, along with the final year degree copy, and also the Bar Council certificate. Also, for the candidates who have already studied 3 years LLB degree course, then you have to bring your degree certificate before passing the LLB, those all your mark sheets and degree copy for that degree. Like suppose if anybody has done BCom for 3 years and after that they have pursued their LLB for 3 years, then you have to bring 10, 12 certificates and mark sheets, your BCom degree all years mark sheets and degree copy, and LLB all years mark sheets and degree copy, and your percentage in LLB degree should be minimum, LLB or LLM degree should be minimum 55% as it was required in the advertisement. Now what you have to do is, and what are the things which you have to do, then now we are going to discuss that. So there would be a 5 days SSB interview which is going to be held for all the candidates. What are those 5 days schedule? I'll tell you in detail. In the stage 1, that is on the first day of the schedule, there would be a screening test, intelligence test, and the screening test would be comprised of 2 distinct parts: intelligence test and picture perception and discussion test. In the intelligence test, your logical and analytical aptitude will be based upon an intelligence rating from 1 to 5, and for the total number of correct answers given. And please make a note that the intelligence test is a test whose marks will be taken up to the 5th day of SSB also. Next is picture perception and discussion test. You would be given a picture, you have to make a story out of it, you have to narrate the story, you have to narrate the picture in front of others with each and everything, and the questions would be asked based upon those story or picture perception. So you would be able to clear the doubts of each and everybody who would be asking you those questions upon the based on those pictures. Your language should be very good, both grammatically and logically. Your confidence should be very good. Your body posture should match with your personality. You should be confident enough while giving your picture perception and discussion test. Once you give these 2 tests, then the results of these tests would be given to you at the end of the day, and the people who are able to clear the stage 1 will be moved on to the stage 2. Stage 2 would be happening on the second day, that is of psychological test, and there will be a psychological test of 15 officer like qualities which will be tested based upon your personality, your type of answers given, your physical appearance and attributes, and all those things would be tested upon. So which you have to clear your psychological test. Once you are able to clear the psychological test, then on the 3rd and 4th day you will be going through the GTO test, that is a kind of physical test. In the GTO test, you will also again be your qualities, your physical and mental qualities will be highlighted, and you would be assessed based upon your mental and physical abilities, and also your body and mind language would also be looked into. And you should not be violating any of the rules. You should be appearing before the board, before the interviewer, or before the person who would be taking your test or the personality test in a very decent and in a proficient manner. You should behave, you should be acting like you have already been selected as an officer. Not be overconfident, but not be underconfident also. You should be in a you should maintain a balance of a confidence, and should also be confident enough before giving an answers and also appearing before any board or interview. Once the 3rd and 4th day GTO test is over, on the 4th day, second half, first half would be covered by the GTO test, and then the second half would be comprised of interview, and the interviewing officer will be asking you different questions and answers based upon your achievements on your extracurricular activities, your interest in life, sports you play, your feelings for your parents, friends, teacher and society at large, your general knowledge, awareness, your physical and mental fortitude and all other facets of it or your assessment. And you should be giving a positive and a very confident answer. Please make sure that you do not make any lie and do not give any false statements, please, because then in that basis you will not be able to give a good impression before the interviewing officer. So if you want to hide, do not try to hide anything and give a appropriate answer and the exact answer, because that will be in a positive way and will also give you a plus point. Once this fourth day, second day, half of the day is over, then the fifth day would be comprised of a conference wherein three assessors will be discussing along with the other members, and you will be assessed on the basis for your 5 days 4 days SSBs which you have already gone through. Plus here your conference which is happening before the three assessors will be considering your plus points and weak points, and also all the qualities which you have shown and attributed to for the first to fourth day of the SSB. Also all the qualities required to become an army officer, you will be assessed on those things. And you will also be getting an additional credit for the intelligence rating which you have got on the very first day of the SSB interview. So your conference, which will be approximately lasting for half an hour to 45 minutes and maybe stretched up to 1 hour also. In this time you will be assessed from all the facets angle and all the angles for an officer like. So you will be given you should give your answers in a very appropriate and prompt manner. You should be very confident. You should be giving a very exact and factual situations. Your answers should be very positive, and you should not be giving any neutral answers. I'll tell you, in the phase of even the GTO test, wherein you will be given a kind of you need to remain confident and cheerful throughout the test and learn to comprehend all the instruction and ensure that no rules are violated. Also in this, you should not remain a passenger. You should not be just looking at a mum type thing, and you should be active while giving your test. Also your coordination between your body and mind will be also looked into. Even when you are giving us your psychological test, you will be assessed that how you answer to a given situation, or how you give what are the responses for a given situation, and also when the others are responding, how you are reacting to those things. Because I'll tell you an example. Once the people who are going to clear the SSB and been selected as an officer, then they will be posted in the front side. When you are on the battlefield, then you would be given a team comprised of many people. In this you would be giving the positions, commands and everything, but yes, at the same time the juniors who are working under you might have been much experienced than you and might be giving you a real time situation and the how to solve those things. So in such a scenario you have to be adaptive while taking the responsive, while taking the answers from the others, and also to apply the same at this also to apply on the situation. Because it is not only the officer which have to give instructions, sometimes the lower staff also, based upon the experience and their based upon their confront with the actual realities and situations, may also advise you and give you some things, some points which at that time is required also. So that is why psychological tests, GTO tests are being given and is happening in order to assess the qualities. That is, as an officer you are really adaptive, you are adaptive to the things which others are telling you, or you are only a one side giver person, like you only like to give in the situations and the commands to the other. Because communication is always a two-way communication, which is a successful communication. So if you are giving an order and if there is any query in others mind, they should also clear those same, because you have to clear the queries of others also, because then only the team comprised would be giving any positive result. So that is why all these tests are considered and is taken in the SSB interview. On the 5th day, when the conference will be over, then you will be given the final results, whether you have been selected or you have been not selected by the SSB, and accordingly whether you have been recommended or non-recommended, and accordingly you will be told about the results on the day of fifth day ending. Accordingly you will be knowing your results. So these are the things which you have to know before going for the SSB interviews. And also there are some do's and don'ts which you have to remember. Do's, that you have to adhere to the test schedules, be in proper dress with shoes. When you will be given a combination, you have to switch off your light and music by 10 p.m. in the night. Your suggestions and complaints, if any, can be made in the register which are available there. What are don'ts which you have to do? Do not do any gambling. Any consumption and carrying of liquor and drugs is not allowed. Entertaining guests inside the center is not allowed. Going out of the area specified for you is not allowed. You cannot go in the testing area or staff quarters. You cannot meet any member or staff or others regarding test or task. You cannot swim in the lakes, and also you cannot use your mobile phones. So these are the don'ts and do's and don'ts for the SSB interviews which you have to remember. And also you would be getting a kind of interview letter from the concerned SSB on your residence or email address, wherein each and every detail is also mentioned. If any appendix is required from which you will be requiring, like application for change of address or specific application for change of address, or any certificate mark sheet which you want to submit for pursuing higher education studies, and all those pre-final year students of university entry schemes and all those things, you can mention in the comment section, and those will be provided on your email ID which you will be providing it to me. Also these are the basic things which I have told you. And also if any other doubt is there, if anything which specifically any candidate want to know, then they can mention the same in the comment box, and the same will be clarified in the upcoming videos accordingly. And qualification required, everything we have already discussed, and documents required we have already discussed. There will be a 5-day test schedule which we have already discussed, and the SSB centers you might be knowing through the interview letter which you have received on your email on your registered address. So these are the details which has been provided to you. If any other thing is required, kindly please share your comment in the comment box, and accordingly a new video will be uploaded for the same. Thank you friends, thank you for watching this video, and have a very nice day.